is time to play a little Mario Maker 2 on the Nintendo Switch 2. So let's see what that's all about. Let's see what that's all about here, chat. Hope you're having a good Tuesday. Hope you're having a good Tuesday, people. Now we need the TikTok chat. And there it is. Okay, chat is all set. Bop, bop. What's going on, Cameron? Nice to see you. Whoops. I clicked too early. You ever do that? The page is loading and then you click somewhere, but as you're clicking, more of the page loads, and suddenly you're clicking somewhere else. Can be alarming. What's up, Fernando and Eric? Oh yeah, I am fine, people. I've said it before, I'll say it again. I'm someone that thankfully you never have to worry about me. I'm always all right. I'm always, and I know ending the stream every day talking about mental health and struggling with depression, anxiety, I can appreciate how that could plant the seed that there might be something to be worried about if I'm not showing up with the stream. But I can assure you that's never the case. Just have a lot going on and trying to find the balance in my life. Now working full-time and trying to get the house in order. So that's all, chat. I'm doing fine. Please don't worry. Hello, Dave. Kyle with an A. What's up, Patrick, Philip, True, and Peter? On vacation in the cabin. Nice. Enjoy it, Peter. Enjoy it. I hope that you enjoy. But yeah, I started 2025 on this whole campaign of let's stream every single day with just one exception a month. And that was very well-intentioned. What's up, Nat? Hello, Mike. That was very well-intentioned, and I think it was a solid idea. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I tried it. But ultimately, chat, we've got to face reality. This stream is no further along than it was at the beginning of 2025. If anything, the numbers are almost a little worse. So, just trying to face that reality that if 6 months of streaming almost every day doesn't even put a dent in the numbers, and I'm, like, really putting in a lot of effort to make sure that's happening. And then it also is that strange dynamic of the more that I'm streaming every day and committing so heavily, the more I can't help but have some expectation of positive outcome. And it just makes me that much more likely to have a salty stream. And then that definitely isn't helping anybody. So I will say this, chat. I would say over the next month or two, you're going to see me stream much less. There will be way more unexpected. Oh, not going to stream today. Not going to stream today. And I'm trying to find the balance. I don't know what the final rundown's going to be, but I know that I'm putting basically the maximum effort I have to put into Super Pat World in the hopes that it becomes more profitable, becomes something that could be even half of a full-time job. And it's just not happening. So, that doesn't mean I'm completely giving up, but it does mean I would be wise to consider my approach and consider where my time is best invested, especially related to Super Pat World. So that is the deal there, people. Marshall's on different schedules. Don't see much. But you got a kitchen incident. Okay, sorry about that, Marshall. Send up a prayer for you. Thanks for the followers, James. Okay, so now we've made it here. We got to get warmed up big time. We have got to get warmed up big time. There you go. Appreciate you, Karen. What's up, Brandon? Hello, Barack. What's up, Fairly Dog Parents? Yeah, and I don't know. It's just I made that commitment at the beginning of the year. Certain. I did feel certain. I'll be totally honest. I felt certain that if I was to commit to that, there would be a noticeable improvement in the metrics somewhere. I was thinking in even just a couple months. But now, like I'm saying, 6 months later, and it's almost worse, bro. My numbers are actually almost worse all this time later. So it's like, I'd be very foolish to continue doing exactly what I'm doing with that data, right? Target gets the Switch 2 Wednesday. Good luck to you, Brandon. Hope you get one. Hope you get one. What's going on, Michael? You gonna go mow? You got on the tractor? Want to say hi? Okay, nice. Great to see you, Michael. Appreciate you. What's up, Captain BS? Is a great streamer. Any rumors on Mario Maker 3? Not even a single one, Daniel. Vast. The most likely outcome is we never get one. Do you think it's time making a difference? Without a doubt, bro. Without a doubt. I can almost guarantee, if I could go back to the 9 p.m. stream, that my numbers would improve to some extent within the first month. Within the first month, Cameron, and that's what makes it double frustrating. Having to work full-time the way that I am, having to do this time slot, and having it continue to have diminishing returns. So it's double it's one thing. It's one thing if it's like, oh, I'm just not a good streamer. It's not for me. I don't actually think that. That would be easier to accept. But again, it's having these dumb obstacles in my way. Not dumb. It feels dumb, but it's just the realities of life, people. Got to pay the mortgage. Which is, yeah. So without a doubt, the time is a big issue. And one that I have basically no control over. As long as I am working full-time at this job. So that is definitely discouraging as well. That's nice of you to say, Daniel. Look forward to the stream. For sure. And Cameron, I'm so thankful for people like you. And this is the issue. The people like you, this is what he just said. I've looked forward to every day to your streams for 5 years. I'm glad to be a part of the journey, which I really appreciate. And there's many that echo that sentiment. The 10, 20 of you that have been so supportive and have always been there and really enjoy it. And that group has been here for years. Like, this is part of the issue. I no longer get pushed out to people the way that I was. And I'm struggling to find any way to find more of you. Because what used to work for me no longer works. And I have less time than ever. And as a result, less energy than ever. So it's just kind of a rough time. What's going on, Tan? Thank you for the hearts and the share. Hello, Robbie. Thanks, Daniel. So yeah, not saying I'm quitting, but I am saying the live streams will be pulled back. There will be many more missed streams in the upcoming couple months. And this will be the ultimate irony. This would be the ultimate irony if after pulling back, then the numbers go up. But even if they stayed the same, that would still almost be better than having streamed every day. So what do you do for a living? I work in technology. That's what I'll share. The 9 p.m. run. What a time to be a supporter. There it was, Robbie. Working on getting health in check. Good job, Captain BS. Good job. Important stuff. Health is wealth. Okay. Let's get warmed up here. Hey, you loving the new Mario Kart, Captain? Debbie's in Thailand having a holiday? There you go. That's nice. What's going on, Wendy? Can't find the streaming schedule. Interesting. I post it as my story on TikTok, Twitch, Facebook, Instagram. I said TikTok, right? It's pinned to the top of my Facebook gaming page. It gets posted to my Twitter or X, to Threads, to Blue Sky. So, I'm always very surprised if someone said they went looking for the schedule and didn't find it, because I don't know where else I could put it, Wendy. I don't know where else I could put it. You're looking on TikTok. It's not my story? Maybe I didn't post it. I thought I did. Yeah, it's right there. That's my story from 19 hours ago. I don't know, but nice to see you, Wendy. There we go. Hello, Cliff. If Mario Maker 3 comes out, come back for every day? No doubt about it. If Mario Maker 3 comes out, it changes everything. But there's about a 10% chance of that ever happening. Hello, Cliff. Any difference with Mario Maker 2 on the Switch 2? Yeah, it loads faster, which is a great one for me. Okay, Captain's saying the CPU is tougher on the new Mario Kart and knockout towards the phone. Nice. Glad to hear it. All right. Let's get it started here. We're going to get warmed up. Haven't played in a bit. We only have 7 lives and 1 skip, so we really have no wiggle room, unfortunately. We have no wiggle room. Let's try my region. Gotta love Mozart. I do love jumping on shells, Mozart, so I qualify. You have to master wall jumps to be competitive Mario Kart World? Wow. Too bad they don't teach you how to do it. Alrighty. Alright. Let the games begin. Hey, this is cool. Alright. That's a cool idea. The downside, lack of drifting and the inability to get the huge lead. No lead is safe in that game. There you go. I'm sure that is by design. I stayed left. I want to trust and go further right. Just like that. Now we got auto scroll. That's interesting. Wow. Where am I going, buddy? Down here. Oh, I was too late. Remember when it was a huge accomplishment to hit 100 clears with no skips? Remember that? Remember the no skip days? It was a whole different game back then. Things were quite different back then. You saw Super Trucker J play it yesterday. Big shout out to Super Trucker J. Great streamer. Lots of great streamers out there, chat. Lots of really great streamers out there. Almost. What's going on, Jesse? You just got done fishing but couldn't catch anything. That is disappointing. But you gave it your best. It's the nature of fishing. You could be the best fisherman in the world, and you're still gonna come up short sometimes. Oh. Maybe I'm waiting for a star? That's a pretty cool little contraption. That is a cool contraption. Need maximum distance. Thank you, Kiwi, for the heart and the share. Nice to see you over on the book. I was just talking about taking a... What's up, JD Gaming? Thank you for the gift over on TikTok. I'm not going to be streaming as much. I don't know exactly what the changes will be. Outside of, I will be streaming less. Almost. Almost. This is pretty cool. Mozart with another one. But I can say this. I can know that I gave it my best. I've given streaming my best. There we go. Almost. Now we got a climbing section. The no skip runs, the boss levels, the fun times, no doubt. It was a whole different time. It was a wildly different time. A time when I didn't hear multiple times every stream how Facebook's not working. The one platform where I've seen massive growth. So very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. There we go. Thank you, Em. I gotta hold right sooner. That's the trick there. There you go, Dustlov, the boss levels, Chicken McGriddles. Those losing my mind at like hour 12 talking about wanting a Chicken McGriddle. Yeah, life was a lot simpler back then. No good. I gotta really hold right early there. I gotta really hold right early. Hold right early. Too early. Had a good thing going. It's a shame it's not what it used to be. You ain't kidding. A real shame. A real shame. Maybe I'm doing that wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be full jumps. Hello, Toya. Starting to think I'm doing that wrong. Yep, I was. I was doing it wrong. You're supposed to hold the jump button. I knew it felt harder than it should. I guess only 2 jumps at that part. Hello, Toya. Almost. Glad I'm warming up. Glad I am warming up here. What? How? I don't get it. It seems like I need another jump. See? What? I don't get it. There must be something more. What's up, Erica G? I'm alright. Well, just sort of unofficially announcing I'm going to be streaming less over the next month or two. How did I do different? I was staring at the indication instead of the shell, and then it actually worked that time. But I don't know what I did differently. It happened again! Bro, what's going on? Third jump? What? Third jump? Or would that still keep it there? I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. Whatever, bro. All right. Progress. I don't fully understand it, but it's working now. How in the world do you get that one? There's progress, Em and Dave. Super Trucker J stopping in to say clear. I've already heard, believe it or not. I was told immediately that you just cleared it last night. Well done. Big shout out once again to Super Trucker J. No good. Change the jumping to a short jump here and there. Okay, so I just must not be holding the jump button. At least that's an easy fix. Whoops, got denied. Oh, you're making a video for it. There you go. Big shout out to Mozart. Almost. Almost. Full jumps, Pat. No, see, that was definitely all full jumps. In the it's that last transition jump. It feels like it's breaking just like the second one was. That one. No, the one above that when it was just staying put. Except it's moving. It feels this one. That's where when I said, "Oh, I was doing it wrong." That's the one I'm talking about. Too bad you didn't already have that clear video up, Super Trucker J. That time I stayed behind it. All right. Can you jump all the way? Give you 5 minutes. Well, I'll definitely have it cleared in 5 minutes. Good gracious. Oh, no good. Can you jump all the way towards the wall? Get more momentum? I don't know. What's up, Barbara? There we go. That worked, Marshall. That was a great idea. Bam. 3 1-ups and everything. Awesome job, Mozart. Awesome, awesome job. There we go. 6 minutes from the first checkpoint. Well, 7 minutes from the first checkpoint. Sort of. This only has 7 clears. Minute world record. I'll try it. Thanks for the GG, Super Trucker J, Marshall, Barbara, Dave, M, and Captain. Thanks, Kiwi. Thanks for the encouragement, Tan. We have to go right from the beginning. This is unique. Is this super expert? It almost felt too easy. But maybe it's just appears that way. Who? I should keep running. I'll try to follow the coins. Let's do what the coins say. Maybe I want to land further left? Oops. Wow, well, I'm really making that first run look like it was magical. Huh, maybe you wait? There we go. This is interesting. Whoa. That was close. I actually really like it. It's like a different flavor of a speed run. Oh my gosh! Oh, that was tricky. Oh my goodness, bro. This is wild. Super Trucker J, thank you so much for the bits. Thank you for the support. You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
Oh, chat. Almost. All right, well, I think this is super expert after all. Got ahead of it. Oops. I might pay for that little delay. No, we're okay. That's the same spot. You have to run the full extent backwards platform. I don't know. I don't even know what that means, to be honest. There are a lot of platforms in here. There we go. How are you, Dave? That was better. That was not. There we go. Got it that time. Whoa! Oh my goodness, there's that much extra time on the clock. Okay, very cool. I hope that team gets some attention, because I'd love to see that grow. Hey, world record. How you like me now? That was actually really cool. That was a great one, right, Kiwi? Thanks, Tan, Barbara, Super Trucker J, M, and Joanna. Oh, 80 seconds. Gross, bro. Tuda! Oh, it's from 2022. I was like, how is there a new Tuda level? Hi, Scott. Nice to see you. Scott's asking, is the run still going? And the answer is barely. I have 7 lives and 1 skip. So once I'm all warmed up, I'm going to at least try 1. I will at least try 1 level in the run. Look how cool this is. Oh, that's cool. Tuda is one of the best. Oh, what's going on, Jordan? Switching up on the platform. All right. Watching on X. That's what was supposed to happen. That's so cool how it cleared to the bottom. And that P block was gonna block the shell. And there you have it. Awesome level. Hope my day was good. That's nice of you to say. I hope your day was good, buddy. I hope everybody's day was good. I like the new Mario Kart. I haven't really given it a fair chance yet, Scott. I was very bothered by there being no tutorial. I strongly believed, especially with the open world part, that there would be a little 5-minute, here's the new moves, try them out, and like show you the buttons on screen, give you a chance to do them. The classic tutorial. But, no. Nope, turns out that is not the case. They opted with the discovery method, which seems to be the big trend. Learn through discovery, and it's more fun. And I think that might be the case, especially for younger people. But certainly not for me. Certainly not. Did the run end? Not yet. It hasn't ended yet. It has 7 lives and 1 skip. So I will be attempting to continue the run once I'm warmed up here. But if I try a level and have to use my one and only skip, or it's some kind of troll situation, or the view is not working, all that, I am right out of there. I am right out of there. Oh, held left. Lack of tutorial, very frustrating. It is for me. It is for me. Scott, you think that's bad? Well, this is the thing. I can't go as far as saying good or bad in general, because that's part of the whole point, is that some people enjoy that more than just being taught what to do. And that's not good or bad. That is just different strokes for different folks. People like different things. People enjoy different things. And just because you enjoy something that I do not, that doesn't make the thing objectively good or bad. It creates what I like to call a preference. And there are... Uh-oh. I'm kicking that to the back. Viewers back? Okay, that's good news. But then I also think back to Zelda, Link to the Past, my all-time favorite Zelda game, and I'm reminded that there's so many things in that game, including the Master Sword, a pretty big part of it, that I could never have figured that out on my own. Like, that definitely feels like a game designed. I'll put it this way. I bet you it is less than 1% of everyone who beat Legend of Zelda Link to the Past that did it without assistance. Like, I genuinely believe it's less than 1%. Assuming they got everything. Every bottle. All the classics. If you managed to do that, I think 99% of you had help in some way, shape, or form. I don't... So, it just proves that outside of any kind of trend, there's always been a game design that leans into things being convoluted. When do I play view levels? The last Friday of every month. Like that, bro. Oh, that's a sad way to go. Hello, Paradise. You had the maps and a guide to beat Link to the Past. There you go. Me too, Dave. Zelda Super Nintendo could never figure out how to beat her to get to the final boss. Well, chat is sort of proving my point here. You are sort of proving my point. You're playing Link to the Past on Switch, SNES, through Nintendo Online. You got stuck, so your buddy who's beat it 100 times connected to the game and showed you where to go. Chat, you are definitely backing up my point here. And so ultimately, here I am calling that one of my all-time favorite video games. The same with an almost more extreme version of this approach of making things intentionally so convoluted that without some amount of luck, you're basically never going to get it. Reclaim at the end. Good luck, Eric. Oh, I held back too much. Yeah, even if you didn't use a guide directly, it was often word of mouth from someone with a guide. That's my point. And that's why I tried to word it carefully to say had help in some way, shape, or form. Because I'm not saying everyone bought the guide or everyone called the hotline or everyone got help from a friend. But one way or another, it was more than just your little brain working on it. That's my point. And I would say in a game like that, it's nearly by necessity. If you never played it, in order to get the Master Sword, you have to dig in exactly the right spot on the map. And it would be very easy to try, and never find it. There we go. Yoshi, get over. No, I was just about to say, Yoshi, get over here. I was going to fly over. So much for that. Oh, sorry about that, Eric. That was close, Diego. And now we have YouTube to show us when we don't know where to go. Exactly, Scott. Exactly. All right, chat, let's get into the run. Let's try it. Well, at least going to try. We can at least try. Good afternoon, David. I'm just about to start it up now. I was just getting warmed up. There you go, Paradise. Enjoy Mario Maker 2. Yosh did not have a good one there, Em. All right, well, here we go. Here we go. 7 lives, 1,320 clears, 1 skip in the bank, no letters on the board. We are in emergency mode, which means I earn a letter for just clearing the level for 3 1-ups, a world record of first clear, or beating the level in 1 try. All of those will earn me SKIP. So here we go. And because I have 9 or less lives, using skips doesn't cost any lives. Normally they would, but in this case they do not. So here we go. We need some luck. We need some luck here. 7 lives, 1,320 clears. Show me a little luck. Auto scroll single player. Show me a little luck. 65 people been here. 4 people liked it. 34-second world record. 300 seconds on the clock. Where is this going to bring me? All right, we'll trust it. I can go over the top here, which is very tempting. It's very tempting. Hello, Zelko, but I have to... Oh, gosh. I guess it's this. Nope! Oh, well, this is not the luck. Remember when I said we need to get a little lucky? This is not what we needed. This is quite the opposite. So now my best hope is to find cheese over the top. But it doesn't look like that's going to be an option. All right. All right. We'll give it one more try. We'll give it one more try. Oh no, I didn't. Did that bring me to a different place?
Oh no!
This is not good. This is a big problem. Wait, what? Okay. All right. I would have loved to grab one of those 30 coins. Okay, we cleared the level. We did not get through and up. We get 1 letter there. Ouch. Thanks, David M. Paradise and Marshall. All right. 5 lives. 1,321.
Let's go.
Okay. Spring drop. Spring drop. That's cool and expert. A real spring drop. Very cool. Very cool. We have one skip left. Ugh, I'm so annoyed, bro. When the run gets down like this, it really loses all fun. It really is not fun for me, which is just, it is what it is. I only have one skip, Barack, so that's the thing. If I skip this level, it could easily go into a time attack or something that requires 3 of these. So I really have to, and I'm nowhere near another skip. So I'd almost rather use the skip with 2 lives. As long as I have this many lives and it's only 10 seconds, I'll try it at least one more. But wow, bro. Remember that luck I was asking for?
Oh no.
Remember when I was asking for luck when I was starting this run?
Oh no.
Bro.
Oh no.
Okay. I said 2. Here's our last skip. Okay, it's now a no skip run. And this level's called bruh, which usually means troll. Is it literally pick a path? It's a 6-second. I'm so upset, bro. But oh yeah, maybe the level view is gonna work. But bro, this is just, I'm clearly washed here. I'm burnt out. I'm burnt out. It just feels so unfair, is the issue. It just feels so unfair. And it is, in my opinion. But that unfairness is the same thing that makes it more fun to watch a run. But it's also the thing that gets under my skin. It gets under my skin. Anybody got the level viewer? Or should I just go for it and let this thing end? Can you look up the level? Yeah, only if someone has the... Pulls the level up, maybe tough to convey. Okay, of course, bro. Of course, my no skip and I've got a level that's hard to convey. I'll put the code in over here. I was very discouraged. Remember that luck I was asking for? This is what we got in its place. This is what we got in its place. The whole thing is pick a path. I don't even understand. I'm looking at so in the goal room, there's pipe B. Those are all hidden blocks. I need to hit an on-off somehow. Or it could just drop me from the top. If I try to go from the top, I think I want that. Okay, I think I want the last door, then into the pipe, and then pipe C. door A to see? I don't know what you're seeing. If I go in door A. Oh, I guess, yeah, they. What a strange level. So, no, there's too many A's. I don't know. I don't trust the labels because it's not being consistent. I'm doing it this way. Last door into here. No, never mind. Didn't see the one way behind the goal. Okay. This is my favorite video game in the world. It's kind of like, you know, when you're deeply in love, you give that person a lot of power to give you support, love, and encouragement. But you also give them a lot of power to really cut you down, to really hurt you. And it's sort of that two-way street. I love this game so deeply. It's the only video game I really ever want to play. But it's also the video game that makes me feel the worst. Moments like this feel the worst. It's just like all 5 years of playing this game. Oh, right, the one. So I need an on-off. My way was never going to work. I need to go D to A and then hold right as I fall through. Then go in door A. Okay. Pipe B is the only way to get. Yeah, exactly. So I can do it the same start. Hold right through that pipe. Then not C. Hold right through that pipe, then door A. And then I wait till on-off is activated, and I need it on-off. Okay, last life, no skips. Hold right. Now the door, I believe. The door, and then we wait until we get the on-off. There. Well, is that a bad level? Nope. Is that a mean level creator? Nope. There are many people, not just a few, many, that deeply enjoy those kinds of levels and seek them out. So once again, not objectively bad, but definitely one of my least favorite. Definitely one of my least favorite. Well, we got the clear. We did get the clear, so we earned a letter, but we still have no skips. So I'll save this mess for tomorrow. That was discouraging. You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
great indication. No more run, Scott is asking. I don't know. No run today. I just finished the run for today. If that's what you're asking. Oh, okay. Almost. Too late. Dropped it too late. How am I liking the Switch 2? I think I'm gonna love it once there's a game for it that I really enjoy. I think I will really have a lot to say about it then. But as of now, I'm really enjoying the slower load time there. It's faster. I'm sorry. It's a faster load time between attempts. I think that's great. It does feel crazy that there isn't a single Mario game to play. There isn't a single new Mario game to play. That is shocking, because for my entire life, every Nintendo ever that has ever been released has always released with a Mario game. So it does feel pretty ironic that now I find myself 5 years in as a Mario streamer, somewhat desperately looking for opportunities. And the Switch 2 definitely represents an opportunity. But so far, unless you're a big fan of Mario Kart, it's not gonna result in too much, at least for me. Mario Maker 3 for Switch 2, question mark. Well, I think we have a very, 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 very small chance of ever seeing a Mario Maker 3. This is due to the fact that it is one of, if not the, worst-selling Mario game for the Switch 1. So, from Nintendo's point of view, they would be wise to invest in basically any other Mario game they could imagine. Even if just do another remake, do another 3D All-Stars 2. Or literally, basically every Mario game you could think of would be a safer bet than Mario Maker 3. So, very unlikely, but once again, somewhat ironic from my standpoint. Good to see the runs back. How are you finding the Switch 2? Well, it's a tricky question because I haven't really gotten to do too much with the Switch 2. So far, one of my favorite things is this. Just being able to sort by group. I think that's pretty cool. Put all those in one. See all these Mario games? They all sold better. They all sold better. Well, actually, no. I don't think Princess Peach Showtime sold better. But the vast majority of these games destroyed the Mario Maker 2 sales. Wish they'd do a new Super Mario World. They may. They just may. They just may. I think that's more likely than a new Mario Maker. There'll be mouse control in the Switch 2. It's true, Scott. The Joy-Cons, they double as a mouse if you just like that, and then the shoulder button becomes the click. Mario Maker is hard. It certainly can be. It certainly can be. Oh gosh, this is a really tough one. It's unlikely. If they really switched up the advertisement for it, it could do better. There's no debate there. But the reason why that feels like a long shot, Marshall, is this was already the sequel. This was already the sequel. So it's like if they were going to switch up or do some kind of marketing thing, the fact that they didn't really do anything like that for the follow-up they already made makes it feel even less likely. Have I played the new Mario Kart? If so, how you finding it? Well, it ends up being a tricky question because I was really hoping and expecting for some sort of tutorial situation, especially with the open world. I thought they might hit me with a little, like, oh, here's the new moves. Oh, gosh. Here's the new moves. Here's the boosts. Here's the charge up, all this. But turns out they went with the route of wanting you to just go into discovery mode. Just discover it as you go. Which is really, really, really not fun for me. But I'm also a grumpy old man. And they sell those games by doing what kids like, as they should. Much like many movie franchises. Almost. Without any context, a lot of people think you need to make levels to bother getting the game. I don't necessarily disagree, but I think that was just as true with Mario Maker 1 as Mario Maker 2. And the fact that 0 was put into writing that wrong. Oh, I missed. Can I finagle this bagel? No. Very time consuming. Well, that's just it, Gundam. I am, I'm a grumpy old man. I'm a grumpy old man. A washed-up streamer grumpy old man. Almost. Maybe they have a trick up their sleeve. Gonna release a Super Mario All-Stars, release the third into that? Maybe. If you can dream it, it could be possible. But the thing that I like to think about is what's likely. I like probability. Is that because I'm too late? I think maybe I'm dropping it too early. You think you're a grumpy old man, Super Trucker J? I'm throwing that shell too early. Wow, too early. Watched the Titan documentary on... oh, I had it that time. I watched the Titan documentary on Netflix. It was really, really well done. For all my documentary people out there, I'd recommend that one. I'm still throwing it up too early. I was so curious how that could happen, because I knew they had all these very smart people involved. And I knew they had all this money involved. Wendy watched it. So I was like, how does something like that go so wrong? And by the time I finished the documentary, I had no more questions. By the time I finished the documentary, it all made perfect sense. Maybe I'm pressing it too early? At first I thought it was because... it was in the water, but now I'm thinking it's just the timing of the button. I can't tell. I can't tell. Still too early. Watch the Woodstock 99. Yeah, that was a good one. I usually watch any Netflix documentaries that make it into the top 10. I'll pretty much always watch it very consistently. Even if I'm not super into the subject matter, they're usually done well enough that even if I don't care about the subject matter, I do care about it by 10 minutes into the documentary. Those could be some of my favorites. Here we go. No, it happened again, bro. Man, this is really tough. It's still too early. Too far. Lots of ways to do this one wrong. Definitely lots of ways to do this one wrong, chat. That part's driving me a little crazy, though. I want to drop that as late as I can. That's the adjustment. Drop it late. If I drop the spring late, it will be closer to Mario's feet, which I think is what I want. Wow. I'm really confused. That's not confusing. That's very easy to tell what's going wrong. Came through on Venmo. I said this the other day for saving Yoshi's. You're unbelievable. Thank you for the support. Let me play the support song. That was very nice of you.
You are amazing. Thanks for the support.
Thanks for the support.
What's up, Lewis? There we go. There you go, Pat. Now do something with it. No, not that. What is that move that wants there? I think I need to throw it early. Hello, Baldy. The timing in water and lava with the spring is different. It's easier in lava. In water, what I do is release the spring later than normal. There it is. Yeah, that fixed it. Thank you, Maldi. Thank you, M. There we go, Fernando. Gundam, you just realized something didn't send? I'm not sure what you're talking about. Good afternoon, Paul. Here we go. Oh. Okay, that's progress. Maybe I'll just let that run sit at 2 lives forever. Maybe I'll just never finish it. There we go, bro. Okay, that was tricky. That was tricky. Okay, and Maldi78 the Great is confirming that it's sinking faster in water, and that's why it's blocking the bounce. There we go. Thank you, Maldi. You helped out big time there. And there we go. Okay, chat, that's going to do it for me. Thanks so much for hanging out. Sorry about being around less, and I apologize in advance for the lack of streams that's going to happen in the near future. I'm fine. Nothing need to worry about me. Just trying to figure out the best use of my time. I talked about it at the beginning of the stream, but I know some of you weren't here for it, and I was just mentioning how I committed to streaming every day with 1 day off per month back at the beginning of 2025. And between now and then, believe it or not, my metrics, my overall numbers are worse. They're actually worse. So I've been really sticking to that and committing to that, believing that the long-term advantage of that consistency would be a boost one way or another. But now I've sort of done the test and proven not the case. So I'd say one of my biggest struggles in general life right now between my full-time job and the stream, the editing, posting, and streaming, is that it feels like I have little to no free time. And I was okay with that for a time, especially with the belief that it would lead to more success, but it hasn't. And so at that point, I've got to reassess. You know what I mean? I got to be real. And I'm not talking about quitting streaming. I'm talking about letting go of trying to stream every single day. Especially, like one of the viewers brought up, being stuck in this time slot. I'm stuck in an absolutely horrible time slot where much fewer people are around. At least the people who typically would watch me. So it's just a rough one all around. So thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow sometime. If not, it'll be sometime this week. If not, it'll be sometime next week. And if not, it'll be sometime next month. So thanks so much for hanging out. Hope to catch up with you tomorrow. Appreciate you being here. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, wait, I don't know if I said thank you. Thank you to everyone who hit me with any stars, shares, follows, likes, gifted subs, all the above. Thank you so much for your love and support. Venmo, Cash App, PayPal, all the above. Thank you, Em. And if you are someone that struggles with depression or anxiety, you are not alone in that struggle, my friend. That's something I struggle with, and there are a lot of us struggling. So if you're one of them, make sure you got someone in your life you can talk to about it, a friend, family member, loved one, a therapist, and try to get some movement in your life. Take a walk outside, get your headphones in, your favorite music playing. Can make a big difference in your day, your physical health, and your mental health. So I encourage you with that. Hold on to hope, believe better days are coming, because you never know. Tomorrow could be the best day of your life, but you got to get there to find out. So hang in there. I'm rooting for you. If you're struggling right now, know that being in the struggle means you're still in the fight, and I'm proud of you for making it this far. Don't give up. I know life can get very overwhelming and hit you with some wild lefts and rights, ups and downs, twists and turns, traumas and tragedies, and have you feeling like everything's a disaster. Nothing is ever going to get better. It's all downhill from here. Very valid to feel that way, but it's going to lead you to some wildly inaccurate conclusions, and you'll actually believe there's nothing left for you. But the truth is there is. There are some great things coming your way. I can't tell you what or when, but I can guarantee they're coming. And I can also guarantee when you're really depressed, really anxious, it feels like even if that good thing is coming, it won't make any difference. Valid to feel that way, but it's inaccurate. And think of how illogical it is to think, oh, no matter what good thing happens, it couldn't possibly affect anything else. It doesn't even make logical sense. But in the moment, it certainly feels real, especially if it's like a grief. You're going through a big loss, and that thing isn't there that you've always had, or whatever. That is when that can really be amplified, because it's like even if something different came, or even if whatever was out there in the future, still won't change that I don't have that thing anymore. And so, again, valid feeling, but it doesn't check out logically. In reality, there is some great stuff in your future, but you just got to hang in there to get there. But easier said than done. Not trying to patronize you, not just telling you to smile, everything's great. So many people have it worse than you. That is not what I'm telling you. That does not help much, in my opinion. I'm telling you, there is hope for you, and being able to recognize that you're really depressed, really upset, really anxious while you're feeling it is incredibly powerful. So good luck to you. I'm rooting for you. If you need a little family-friendly escape, I got you covered with thousands of hours of gaming content scattered across the internet, so make sure you're following Super Pat World, all one word, on every platform you can find me. So thanks for being here. Hope to catch up with you soon.